That's how I feel when only person who can stop you is the man in the mirror. When you look down at your wrists and you see money. When you look at your shoes and you see money. When that scarf on your neck means money.
This is Zip Squad, bitch.
Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss. Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois.
Oh shit, guys, where the fuck are we? Like, where's that?
You're being too loud.
I'm sorry. Where's that?
Too
where's
loud.
That bright
Too
light
loud.
coming from, man? Like, hold up, look. Is that Vince McMahon with a mustache, or is that Gomez Adams? What the fuck? Oh, wait a minute. Oh shit, we're live on the Bloodline Network exclusively for the first time. I gotta suck it up. Hair of the dog. Hold up.
Let's do it.
All right, fuck it, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very first time ever exclusive live stream on the Bloodline Entertainment Network of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Sorry, I'm still struggling from that hangover. I'm trying a little more hair. Hold on.
I'm still not over it. I'm still not over it.
And we got people in the chat already. Shout out to David, who came along to be our SmackDown correspondent. Shout out to my Philly people, Bakley and JD. Happy birthday, JD. Congratulations on 4 years of podcasting. Holy shit, nice to see you. And of course, Cove, Dirty Heels, baby. Yes, we live. We're kind of ready. So let's kick this shit off. Tribal Chief's in the building. I gotta stop everything.
Ivan's here. El Presidente.
Ivan's here.
El Jefe.
Presidente.
Him and his Tribal Chief day, man. He had enough days. And of course, Justin, my man, was cracking. Welcome, everybody. And if you don't know by now, it's been like 3 years where the fuck you been. But the man who has a headache and talking all this shit to you is me. Yes, me. Not DDP, but the greatest prediction champ in podcast history. I am your producer, your soundboard, by God, extraordinaire, the jack of all trades, the master of absolutely none, the one and only South Philly Psycho, D-O-N. Oh, I can't even get extreme. My head. Oh, turn that shit off.
You gotta get like quiet extreme.
Extreme. Fuck hangovers. Let's fucking go.
Let's gently go.
Let's do this shit.
I'm ready to rally. And joining us as always
Rally.
is the first lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. I'm sorry I said that loudly. She is the ninth wonder of the podcasting world because we don't treat her like a woman, but at least I try really hard not to treat her like a goddamn man.
I do.
Oh, and she is also the whole ass vibe. And no matter whether it's the Bloodline Network or any other network or any other place we've ever done a podcast, it doesn't matter. She is always the fan favorite as Bruce and I. The magical, the wonderful Latina Heat herself, Grandma Wendy! El Presidente. And you're welcome, JD. We love you. And you know who else I love?
Who else do you love?
I love this man because no episode of Top Rope feels complete without the founder of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. He is the man, the myth, the legend, the biggest MJF mark you will ever meet. He is badass, but he is also high class. The one and only Bruce.
Yes, I am.
And he knows it.
Yes, I do. I don't know. I
See?
guess I guess we just can't do it without a pause anymore. Like
No.
hey, when we first did it, it was like right on cue every time, and now like the pause gets there.
Bro, we're hungover.
We're on a bit of a delay. We're on a little bit of a delay.
Yeah. So I want to kick this show off with I guess we could call it a segment, I guess. It's called Grandma Wendy's Story Time.
Story time with Grandma, baby.
Yes, she has
You ready for it, kids?
for us.
Okay. So let's do this. In an interview with Chris Van Vliet, Ricochet gave a really, really good quote about pro wrestling. Quote, "Wrestling can be anything. Wrestling is comedy. Wrestling is hardcore. Wrestling is strong style. Wrestling is high flying. Wrestling is a lot of different aspects. And some people, rather than just saying, I don't like this style, they'll just say, that's not wrestling. And it's like, well, you're an idiot because wrestling can be literally anything you want it to be." End quote.
Huh. And ironically, wrestling can be him taking on Ivar live on SmackDown.
Yes.
Thank you, David.
Yes. So, Wendy, what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think he's part right, part wrong? What's up?
I wholeheartedly agree. Wrestling, it's like movies. There's different genres, different styles, different categories. You like what you like, you take it, and if you don't like something, leave it and fuck right off. That's all there is to it, you know? Don't just sit there
Okay.
like an asshole being like, oh, that's not wrestling. Different is not wrong. It's just different.
Yes.
And if you don't like something, then just don't like it. Move on. Who cares? I don't give a shit if you don't like it.
Okay. Damn.
Those are my 2 cents. Boop.
I like it.
Wow. Okay, Dom.
All right, Bercy.
What about you? What are your thoughts and feelings and everything else that goes with it?
Okay, first thought on everything that Ricochet had to say right there is this.
Hey, that's pretty good.
How have I signed off on practically every show we've done for the past 3, almost 4 years now? Enjoy wrestling. If it's not your cup of tea, let somebody else drink it, right? In a nutshell, that is what Ricochet just fucking said. So my man agrees with me. It's not just me. I have one of the most high-flying, acrobatic, talented wrestlers on the planet backing me up. So I feel great about it. I'm going to take Wendy's point a little further. I don't care if it's sports. I don't care if it's soda. I don't care if it's whatever. You like what you like, and that's cool. But if you don't like it and you start talking shit about it, you turn into one of these fanatical fans who people, honestly, truthfully, and I'm even saying this about some Eagles fans, not me, can't fucking stand. So
No, that's
be
you.
that fucking guy. No, that's not me. That's not me. I'll give credit where it's due. I won't just be like, oh, the Chiefs won a fucking Super Bowl. I fucking hate everything. Fuck Andy Reid. Who cares if he was so successful here? No. I'll congratulate the guy, and I'll be a little butthurt, but I'll move on to the next season. There are some people who eat horse shit, and those people fucking can't stand. And that applies to everything. If you drink Coke, you drink Coke, cool. But if you spend 90% of your time talking shit on Pepsi online, you need a fucking life because people can't stand you. And in wrestling, it's the same fucking thing. It's one of the reasons I don't listen to Corny, okay? He fucking hates everything, and that's fine. Hate it. I don't need to hear you talking about it for 45 minutes a fucking day. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, and it seems like Ricochet is saying that too. It's one thing to be a fan of something, but give other shit a chance, and don't just talk shit about it and dismiss it. If you don't like it, cool. Walk away. Watch something else. There are plenty of promotions out here. We're going to be talking about a few tonight. you don't need to be all up on Twitter or all up on social media somewhere, just running and yakking into your mouth and trying to get motherfuckers to come up behind you with their little social media pitchforks because they're bad when they're on here. I don't need that shit. Just shut the fuck up and watch what you like.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's been my
That's
mission
what I
statement
do.
since we started. You
that's
know
what I do. I watch what I like, you know, and yeah, Ricochet couldn't have said it any better. Yeah, you guys pretty much said it all.
Yeah, no, I
We're
definitely
put a
agree
pin
with
in
you.
that, Chris. We're gonna get to that. Like Triple H showing up and then Vince did. Yeah, I get it. We're gonna get to all that really shortly. Stay tuned.
So let's move on to some amazing shit.
Yes,
let's
Brian,
move on.
thank
Let's
you.
move on.
This
talk
right
about
here. Sorry,
what?
Brian saying, there's sports entertainment, shoot wrestling, lucha libre, studio wrestling, hardcore, strong style. Doesn't matter. It's all wrestling. Exactly. That's another thing. Sports entertainment, wrestling, same fucking thing. Same.
Like I said, different is not wrong. It's just different.
Exactly, Grandma.
So let's move on because this week was pretty fucking sweet, if I must say, in the wrestling world.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster for sure.
So I will say, and I will admit, I said it like I always said. Tony Khan has a big announcement on AEW Dynamite, and I was like, God damn it, Tony!
I know. Here we go again, right?
What the fuck, bro? Like, I thought we talked about this.
Mhm.
Like, you don't need to do this to make shit amazing and appealing to get people to tune in. Like, no, that's not how it works.
Right.
So at the beginning of AEW Dynamite this week, we were set to see the Revolution, Ricky Starks versus Juice Robinson. Oh my God, I was so looking forward to this match. And when I say looking
my
forward,
body was ready for it.
What?
No, my body was totally ready for it. Like I was braced. I was like,
Guilty.
this is happening. My
Yeah,
soul
let's go.
was ready. I was in every way possible prepared for that match.
And shit. What the fuck happens? Jay fucking White is all elite, and he came down and beat the ever living shit out of Ricky Starks.
I steal something from Ivan real quick. Ah!
Yeah, Nick, it's me.
That was definitely a Ned Flanders scream moment.
It really was, because so for me, like, normally Tony's surprises when he announces it is like a wrestler showing up or just something foolish.
All access.
So before we move on, I want to get your guys' thoughts on the arrival of Jay White in AEW and this feud he is set up to have with none other than Ricky Starks. Dom.
Well, first and foremost, yes, Nick, that is Bruce. Do not adjust your set.
Yeah.
And oh my God, Jay White showing up in AEW. Like my Flanders moment says it all. I lost my mind. I think it's great. I think they're starting like yet another variation of Bullet Club, like black and gold, and they're not too sweetened. They're putting up the guns, and, him and Juice are rolling, and this is cool. We're slowly starting to see the Bullet Club branch out to almost every promotion going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, the OC, we all know what that is too. So they really are in all of them when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Bullet Club has officially taken over. That was the last stone in the Bullet Club gauntlet. We're all fucked.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You also got to think the very first leader was just in the Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania that we'll talk about later on down the line. So Yeah,
And
they're running deep in every promotion.
I don't know if we do it, but we still have ex-Bullet Club members out there like Adam Cole just kind of floating around. Who knows? Maybe he, goes
Kenny
over,
Omega,
gets them in the trio.
Bucks.
Maybe Kenny goes back, but I know he and Jay, they don't exactly, they've never exactly seen eye to eye. So there is that.
But we'll finally get that match.
And to the people who wanted Jay White in WWE, I think he could. I just don't think he, as far as WWE was concerned, I don't think they felt like he made himself a name in the States, like big enough to warrant WWE. Like they might have stuck him in NXT like they did with Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
And I don't think he wanted that.
No.
And he has ties with AEW. He's already been on the show several times, including Forbidden Door.
Yep.
So this made logical sense. They can maybe continue some of these storylines down the line that he was a part of. And it could only help not only him, but AEW. Because this is another guy. Like, it's not a WWE guy. This isn't a retread coming in. This is a dude coming to the States because he moved to Tampa, trying to make a name for himself here. So he is going to be hungry, and we know he's skilled. And AEW should be able to take that and run with it. Time will tell, but that's just my theory.
Wendy, real quick before I get your thoughts on this, I was just thinking is because you said something, Dom, about coming from Japan and going to WWE and stuff like that. I kind of appreciate how AEW fans really get international stars over in that organization, because at the end of the day, it's the fans that get you over.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's also true. But then when you look at guys like Shinsuke or even Asuka, does it really help them that much?
It does. It does in AEW at least.
Oh, in AEW, yes. But I mean, like when you look at Shinsuke at
thing.
WWE, does it really? Did the fans?
Takeshita wouldn't be this big of a star in WWE.
Oh, no.
He wouldn't even.
No.
This is what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. And like Jay White, in a sense of what you were saying, is kind of like a Takeshita coming from Japan over to America.
Yeah.
And the AEW fans are pretty much know who Jay White is, and they keep up with Japan as well, and the Bullet Club and stuff like that because of Kenny and the Bucks. So the AEW fan base already knows who he is. So what better place to go to make his name in the States than AEW?
Oh, Brian, I like that. With the Bullet Club and AEW now, what if Kota Ibushi shows up in the future?
Kota Ibushi's already come out on Twitter and said AEW's his number one choice.
We get like Golden Lovers reunion, we get Golden Elite, we get Bullet Club, we get so many things with Kota. I'm gonna enjoy what I have for the moment. Because like I said in the opening segment, I enjoy what I get. I enjoy what I'm watching. So I'm just gonna watch this unfold. But oh my god, if we got Kota.
Wendy.
I think one thing that helps international stars in AEW is that there isn't this history of poorly written international stars like there are at other promotions. Just saying. There's not a history of just because you're from another country, you're immediately villainized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I think is definitely helpful, and I think it's good. Like it actually gives fans the opportunity to see what these people have to offer outside of some corny storyline of he's a terrorist,
Yeah.
He's one of those foreign guys that doesn't speak English.
Yeah, right. So basically for me, after Jay White showed up, I thought that was Tony's surprise. I really did. Like watching it, I was like, okay,
but that's got to be the big announcement, right?
It's typical Tony.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, there it is. I loved it. I'm happy. You got me over. You got me. Tony,
you got me, Tony.
One.
I'm in.
Okay, that was one you could brag about, but that wasn't the big surprise. The big surprise is AEW is now, I guess is this being considered a new pay-per-view?
Yeah. It's the first
in the
of its
AEW
kind,
lineup.
basically. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, All In is back, and it's in London
Yes.
at Wembley Stadium this year.
I can't hold it.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's
You know,
happening.
I think back to the WCW days. They never really left the country for Nitro. Nitro
Not
was
really, no.
always in the States. You know, they didn't
Mhm.
do pay-per-views overseas. AEW's already leaps and bounds ahead of WCW.
True.
Yeah,
True.
And
yeah, it really is.
yes, I do think they can sell out Wembley Stadium.
No, I think they can too.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
That London crowd is, I mean, they're getting some shows back now, but they had to wait a few years because of pandemic. And so now
Mhm.
they're clamoring to these type of shows, like, you know, at least for WWE. And I think the same will go for AEW because they've literally never been there.
Yep.
No,
All you
This
gotta
will
do is all you gotta do is
definitely
find a way to put Pac on that card somewhere in a meaningful match, and the place will be packed.
Oh, you've got Pac, you've got Kip
Kip
Sabian, Kip Sabian,
Kip
yep.
Sabian, yeah.
You know, they've got a few other talents on there as
You
well.
could dust off Anthony Ogogo for another run.
Poor Go-Go.
Even though I'm pretty sure Cody ended him when he ended racism, right? Am I remembering
my
that correct?
Oh yeah,
God.
absolutely.
I'm sorry.
my
I'm kidding.
gosh.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, he's
Why?
definitely the man who ended racism.
Why?
Ended racism.
Why?
Easy
Can't
shot.
win a
It's an easy
fucking
cheap
title.
shot.
Ain't that a bitch? And what's up, D-Man? Everybody check out All Elite Wrestling Television on Facebook. He and Jay do a great job. I love that show. And they always give me a shout out, so I had to give one back.
Sweet. So Wembley Stadium.
Bruce. Yeah.
Thoughts.
I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited for them. That'll definitely be great for the British crowd to be able to enjoy it because I don't know, man. It's just an AEW show live is just so much more fun. Like there's just I can't explain it. So I'm really glad that that's happening out there.
She's been, so she'd know.
They're selling it out. It's definitely gonna sell out. It's definitely gonna be an awesome show. And they already have various British wrestlers on their roster. So that'll definitely be a great thing for them, you know, like a good coming home kind of thing. It'll be great. They'll sell out. It's gonna be awesome.
Dom, real quick before I get your full thoughts on this,
Yes,
I
sir.
wanted to let you guys know that Excalibur announced on, is it Dark or is it Dark Elevation? I don't know.
One of those YouTube shows.
One of those shows that Willie Mack is officially All Elite.
Oh, cool.
And
that's
signed
why
has signed
saw him.
a contract with AEW.
Nice.
Okay, that's what's up.
Way to go, Willie.
So, all right, Dom, your thoughts on Wembley? I think you pretty much gave them, but yeah, you can.
I mean, I have a couple other things because I mean, as soon as if they would have just said All In, I'd have marked out because that show was fucking amazing, and to bring it back with AEW, even better.
Yeah.
When they had Nigel McGuinness announce alongside Adam Cole that it was going to be at Wembley, I thought, oh my God, you had an international flair to this. And maybe you bring in some guys from outside of AEW and keep that all-in feel. And all of a sudden, you've got a beautiful, wonderful chef's kiss type recipe in the making. If you cook this right, it could be something that will go down not just this year, but in history as like one of the tremendous pay-per-views. So I'm extremely excited for it. Speaking of international flair, what is up, Broadcast? Good morning from Australia. He's in the future.
Hey.
What happens at the end of SmackDown? No. Oh, but if you want to know what's on now on SmackDown, just tune into the live chat and our man David will tell you. Here comes Trips. But yeah, it's gonna be it should be great. I'm so excited for London. I'm so excited for Wembley. I know it's a new stadium, but overall they're celebrating 100 years of Wembley Stadium.
Yes.
And to do that with AEW makes it even bigger. So it just felt like as the announcement went and as it just got bigger.
And
bigger,
that
bigger,
right there,
bigger.
that right there is why it is going to sell out.
And you read my mind.
I completely forgot about that part.
No more hair of the dog. I'll raise my other drink to the broadcast.
Hey, Wendy.
Bruce.
Wendy.
Bruce.
I think he's waiting for me to do something
Bruce.
here. Hang on, I'm getting to the clip. There's a lot.
Hey, Wendy.
Oh, Wendy!
Yes, Bruce.
Down my library.
Have you ever heard of the greatest day of the entire year?
Besides Rex Manning Day?
Besides,
this is way
say no
bigger.
more. Okay,
I give you props. I give you
say
props.
no
This
more.
is so much bigger than Rex
How much
Manning
bigger
Day.
is it?
You want to see?
Let
No,
me.
I'm kidding. I'm an asshole.
No.
I know. I'm a horrible asshole. I
I don't have my
apologize.
magnifying glass with me.
You don't need it.
Back on track. Bruce,
Hold on.
what
Hold on.
day is the greatest day of the whole fucking year?
I'm gonna guess you're not pulling a Devin and saying Tribal
It
Chief
is.
Day.
It is a legit day.
It is a
And
legitimate day. It's
at
on
the
calendar.
Disney.
Wait! I know what the greatest
New
day is.
York.
I know what the greatest day is. Right? We had it on Top Rope. Me and Wendy party. That was a great day. National Psycho Day.
MJF Day.
Oh.
Long Island.
MJF,
The man has a
MJF.
day. Let's make this a national holiday
whole
where
ass
everybody
day.
gets a day off.
So you mean to tell me
Remind
one week
me
I got to
of what
celebrate
day
Matt
is?
Cardona and then turn around and celebrate MJF?
No, MJF is a yearly thing. From now on,
You said the
If
same
our-
thing about Cardona last week.
if our show lands on National MJF Day, we have to take the day off.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
It's,
enough.
April 5th.
April 5th.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
April
pulling
5th.
open our calendar here.
So give it a couple
April
of years, we
5th.
might be able to take a day off.
It's an all day, repeats annually on April 5th. It's
Mark it.
National MJF Day.
It
It is
is
on the
decided.
TRW calendar.
So we're gonna get a little bit more into MJF, but I actually have Top Rope Wrestling Talks Wicked Cool Fan of the Month.
Already,
April.
wow! I know
Already,
Spencer was March. I'm excited for this one.
I found it today, and it's our boy Joe Dawkins and Top Rope in our group.
Oh shit, Joe! I ain't seen him in a minute.
and he goes, and
Joe,
he says,
Joe.
he goes, I don't post very often anymore, but but I have to just say, MJF's MJF Day segment was about the best thing I have seen in quite a while, promo segment wise, by anyone. He truly has the it factor and will only get better as he gets older. A master class in promo work.
Oh,
God, that right there deserves fan of the month over
Yes, it
anything
does.
else.
All right, congratulations, Joe. You are Top Rope's awesome
was
fan of the
awesome,
month for April 2023.
Yes, you're our
it really was an awesome segment, though. I mean, like with the
It really
with
was.
the big band feel and the music and everything, and like the whole it was awesome.
The singing and the
It was.
dancing. I was like, man, this guy could be a lounge
cheap
singer in
food in the
Vegas.
city.
It really was.
That's his next career after wrestling.
Also, Joe, the trophy is in the mail, but we don't have your address. So
Yeah, you probably
luck.
won't get it.
It's lost in the mail.
at least we tried.
It'll be it'll be there within the next millennial.
Right?
It'll get there when it gets there.
When's the next leap
February
year?
30th. It'll be there February 30th.
Exactly. There it is.
Right.
There it was.
That's
Mark your
right.
calendars.
Also decided.
So yes, that segment by MJF, I really do think, like, just straight up talking, like, not being a super fan or anything, like, I really feel that was better than the dinner duo with Chris Jericho. Like that was
Yeah.
live, that was in the arena, and it happened, and he did it, and yeah, it was.
He made it
awesome.
rain pennies from heaven, boys and girls.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He did indeed.
It was raining pennies from heaven
On all the
everywhere.
poors and the cheap seats.
Yes.
I mean, that's good, man.
I know, right? He's got to help the poors out. They're the ones that pay those bills.
Right? You know, those people were in the nosebleeds, like alms for the poor, and he made it rain pennies from heaven.
Yep.
He's a good dude.
Yep.
I know he says a lot of shit, and he might throw drinks at kids and all this other stuff, but he's a good dude.
Well, that's it happens. The kid got in his way, and he knocked his drink over on him. The kid shouldn't have been standing in the aisle, and MJF wouldn't have bumped into him.
That's one way.
Plain
You know?
simple.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, just get your effing kids out the effing way, man, because F them
Right?
kids.
Right? Get your kids out of the way.
See, Grandma would have did it too.
All right,
I
Wendy.
tell you, I've done it. Yeah.
Wendy, what are your thoughts on the MJF Day segment that happened this past Wednesday on Dynamite?
I definitely love that it's not. It was just so outlandish. It was fantastic. It was hysterical. I loved everything about it. Great singing voice too, but we already knew that. Voice of an angel. Voice of a goddamn angel. The way Jungle Boy interrupted it was very rude and uncalled for.
It was. It really was.
I do appreciate how it sets up this multi-layered rivalry he's got going on with the other pillars, though. Like it's continuing that story very well.
I was so stoked when I saw that 2 weeks ago when they first all got together. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was.
I like how they're building to this potential 4-way matchup, though, having all of them do all these single matches to build up wins and to keep working their way up the rankings, even though rankings haven't mattered since August.
Pretty much.
But building them all up as potential contenders just to have that possible 4-way matchup is just, it's fucking great, I think.
No,
it's going to be a pillars match. It's going to be amazing.
Oh my god. What if that happens at All In Wembley?
That is what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen at Wembley?
Yes, it's a Fatal 4-Ways Pillars match. Called it.
At Wembley Stadium?
Calling it.
In London?
Calling it.
Okay.
Yes. They're
Write
building
that
up
down.
to it.
Write that down.
If you look, Sammy, Darby, and Jungle Boy have all had singles matches, and they've all won their single matches leading up, right? Have they lost any of their matches in the last couple of weeks?
Nope. No, they have not.
Track it. Track all their wins, and you'll see that's what they're building up to. I sound like a conspiracy theory nut right now.
No, I'm with you. I feel like Fatal 4-Ways coming, and if it comes at All in Wembley, it's going to be huge.
Yes.
I can't, because I was just looking it up while Wendy was talking. I was listening, but I was multitasking. I was looking it up to see if anything had actually changed. And I'm trying to find it now. Just give me 1 second. Where'd you go? Here you are. If you look at it, and I can't make this shit up if I want to. Here is the AEW rankings as of August 31st.
It's just Thunder Rosa's the champion still.
It says CM Punk is number 1.
It says, by the way, it says Swerve in our glory. Our tag champs. It says Wardlow's the television or TNT champ. Pac as the not Intercontinental champ, even though that belt has changed.
The only champion that's right is Jade.
Jade.
It's the
End
only
of
one.
list. So if you
But
think we're
Taya's coming after
kidding,
that title.
don't get me wrong, folks. I love AEW, but if you think we're kidding when we say like the rankings matter, even though they haven't updated it, we're not fucking playing. It's on their website. Go look it up yourself if you don't believe us. August, 8 months ago. What
Been a
is the
hot ass
excuse?
minute.
Tony's been really busy trying to figure out all this shit since the scrum. He can't do it. Well, I don't.
Right?
No
I
one's
don't-
gotten around to updating the website, even though they have a communications person.
You got all these people, and that's the best you can call it. Like Tony hasn't been able to figure out time because he's still getting shit together from the scrum.
What kind of shit is that?
Seriously.
Amen. Amen.
Well, hey, look. Listen, it's almost August.
Right,
be
then it'll be a
we'll
year
be
old.
right for 31 days.
But all the champs are wrong. The only if Jade keeps the belt till August, they'll still be right with one for the year.
Well, you don't know if that's going to change when we get to August this year.
I'm saying
Are
if
you
she
saying,
does,
what if those-
hypothetically.
What if Swerve and Our Glory got back together and won the tag titles?
Well, that would
And
be
what
great.
if
But
Moxley and Pac and Wardlow won those titles?
there have been like several champions since all of them
They don't
people,
matter.
including
Those aren't the ones
Wardlow
that matter.
again,
Those ain't the
including
ones that
Wardlow again
matter.
for like 8 minutes till Hobbs took it from him. But still, like the tag teams alone, there was the Acclaim, then there were the
Whoa. He got so angry. Whoa.
see what
Listen.
happens there.
You get angry and you fuck shit up.
No, I touched
Okay.
nothing. Tony Khan just
Get
cut
wrecked.
us off because I called him on his bullshit. Fuck you, Tony.
You'd be getting wrecked.
Fuck you, Tony.
Damn.
I sat here and sang your praises. I say one bad thing, you cut me off.
All right.
How do you know it was Tony and not Vince trying to make Tony look bad? Da-da.
Yeah.
Because in the
Vince has
background,
got
He's got that villain stash.
I know he does, but I just got this.
with that really bad dye job.
I just got this. I just got this in a private.
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
You'll take it and you'll like it, Tony. I talk plenty of good shit about you. Okay. Stop that. Hey, Dylan, what's happening?
So there's one more thing that I want to talk about with Dynamite, and pretty much a big deal. It was
really
titles
is.
versus career.
Mm-hmm.
In the main event, FTR versus the Ass Boys.
Ass boy.
That whole match
Right?
was just
Wendy, take
So
it.
much anxiety.
Please, Grandma.
Wendy, just
I had
start kicking
so
off.
much anxiety that whole match, like in the pit of my stomach. And every time they got a close call on FTR, I was on the literal verge of tears. Like, no, it cannot
Mhm.
end like this. Not for FTR. And then fucking pulled it out of the bag. They fucking won it. I was like, thank you, Jesus, because I can't. My heart can't.
Right.
It's close
Right.
to having a heart
How about
attack
that
every
that
time.
moment where one of the ass boys is distracting the ref and the other one cracks Dax or whoever with the championship,
Oh
and then they go
my
for the cover.
God,
I thought it was over right then and there. I'm
not
going,
like
no,
this.
no,
Not
no,
like this.
please no, hell
Not
no,
like
this.
no. And thank God he kicked out. But Jesus, they had me.
Yeah, no, I couldn't handle it. It was too much. My heart was like, I just really could
See
not.
that, Tony? I'm about to say something else nice about your company. Don't cut me the fuck off.
Like, it was a lot to handle.
Okay.
It really was. It was such a I'm in a glass case of emotions moment throughout the entire main event. And then
Oh my
FTR
God.
wins it on like the simplest shit, like a sunset flip gets them the tag titles and keeps their jobs at AEW. I was like, oh, Oh,
Almighty, I
Yeah.
almost should have bricked, dude.
I'm too old for this shit. My heart. Eddie, I'm coming to see you.
That simple,
It really was, Brian.
that simple 3 count broke the hearts of so many WWE fanboys that thought they were going to get FTR back in WWE. I'm sorry to say they are staying in AEW because they get to have the matches they want to have outside the company with who they want to have it with.
I don't want to give it away, but I feel like if FTR watched a couple of things leading into Wednesday, they would have went back to Tony and been like, "No, we're staying. We're
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We'll stay right here where we belong."
Seriously.
Yes. So, Dom,
Bruce.
hold on. I lost my place. Yeah.
I feel like this is a half-baked moment. Weed affects short-term memory.
Oh, yeah.
Fully, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Who's coming with me?
So yeah, we get FTR staying in AEW. Then we also get Switchblade this week, and then we also get the Wembley show. So it was a pretty stacked show, a pretty stacked episode of Dynamite this week. I truly enjoyed it from start to finish.
I'm gonna quote De Niro on this one because I love that man. It was a super stacked show.
Yes,
That shit
was.
That shit was off the chain. Like that was what I was expecting from every show this week. Oh my god.
Stacks on stacks on stacks.
So let's talk about the real fucking news and the world of sports entertainment.
That is that you can find us exclusively on the Bloodline Network, right?
Yes.
Cheap pop.
The sale is final.
Yes.
The old man finally sold the WWE.
Yep.
What was the name of the
Endeavor?
Endeavor? That's right.
Same group that bought
that
UFC.
owns UFC. Yes. So the ironic thing about this for me that I find very funny is how Dana White talks so much shit about professional wrestling and about WWE. And now guess what?
There's
Your
like the
sister
same
companies.
family, pretty much.
Right? You guys work together.
Hey, it works though. Sometimes it works. Like, look at us. We talk a lot about AEW. We say a lot of nice things. Like, we beat it up a little bit, but we say a lot of nice things. Well, coming up after us on the Bloodline Network is Clark Street Wrestling Podcast, and
Devin completely fucking
do
hates
the
AEW.
opposite. But look at us all here on the Bloodline Network. We're a big happy family. They can use us as a blueprint going forward. You're welcome.
Okay. Hell yeah. But
okay, so here's some quick info on the sale. It was sold for 21 billion with a B.
Right.
Billion.
Right.
The business has been owned by McMahon's family for so Endeavor will own 51% of the company, while the other 49 will be spread across the remaining shareholders. And that's the big part of it.
That's what I was gonna say. If I read it correctly, they only bought like a controlling share of the company. They buy the whole thing. They spent $21 billion.
Yo, Vince McMahon, his net worth rose to $3.1 billion after he earned $198 million from the increased stock price.
Wow. Holy shit. Although he probably will spend a chunk of that on like NDAs in the coming years. So that might hurt.
like, what the hell does that old man need all that money for?
To be rich.
Like,
hair dye.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Like, bro, why do you need that?
Honestly,
much money?
considering how much money you spent on NDAs, I think hoes are cheaper, so that could be it too. Like, call Godfather, you know.
I mean, okay,
I need to get on the train.
not to have money worries is a good thing, obviously, but goddamn, bro,
More money, more problems, yo.
the guy's fucking 1 foot in the grave, for crying out loud.
He needs somebody
Mhm.
on staff 24 hours a day at his home to work on that like Jonah Jameson mustache he's got going on there. Like, I think he sold the company because he couldn't get pictures of Spider-Man, but that's just me.
So here,
and the internet also. I'm not going to take credit for that one.
now here's my thing with this. Now that Endeavor owns WWE, I have this sinking feeling that WWE will be moved to ESPN Plus, which
I wouldn't be
is
surprised.
which is a platform that they use for UFC and has been very successful for them. But here's the thing, you pay like $19, $20, maybe $30 a month for ESPN Plus, and then you have to pay for the pay-per-views on top of that. Another $50 to $70.
Unless you have a specific Verizon plan and then it's included. I'll hit y'all with the login on the low.
Mm.
I got it.
That's a lot. That's but like if you don't have connects or anything like that, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Maybe
You know,
David
like
could
you're gonna be
clarify.
spending a lot of money for a subscription plus pay-per-views plus whatever other extra. Like that's and people are stupid. People are gonna fucking pay for it. I should know because I pay for AEW pay-per-views, but those are quarterly, so it's not as bad.
No,
Yeah.
Quarterly,
no.
so it's not as bad.
All these
you
people.
know?
That's one thing. All these people that complain about $50 every 3-4 months. I want to hear what they have to say when one WWE pay-per-view a month is 70 fucking bucks.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want to
not
hear
paying
it.
that. They should.
No, I'm not saying you should. I'm saying I want to hear those people who complain about all. Maybe some of them are on our network too, where the pay-per-view comes up and they ask the question, "Well, is it really worth $50? Why should I have to spend $50?" Okay, if Backlash is $70 next week or next month or this month, are you just readily shelling out $70 for an amazing pay-per-view after WrestleMania, or are you going to sit here and say, "Well, is it really worth $70 for 1 month?" Are you going to say the same? Are you going to keep that same energy? That's the only thing. But to be fair, and David could probably vouch for this. I don't know because I didn't hear it. I know Triple H came out after WrestleMania and then on Raw and I'm sure on SmackDown and said the same thing. He said, "We're not going anywhere." As in, we're not leaving Peacock. We're not leaving networks. We're not changing anything. We just have a new partner in crime. So I'm gonna see how that plays out. I think maybe jumping the gun and saying like, "Oh, this stuff's gonna be $70" is a little premature until it happens. Once it happens, then I'm really gonna bitch, and then I really want to see if it does. If these people keep that same energy, that's all I'm looking for in this. But Tripp says we're not going anywhere. I'm hoping this is not a 2017 statement like we're gonna give you what you want because that did not work out.
Because
Like,
at the end of
honestly.
the day, it's where Endeavor wants them.
Yeah.
At the
At
end
the end
of the day.
day, Endeavor has the final say like they do with UFC, and UFC has become has become much more successful with Endeavor as a partner like WWE is about to have. So maybe it's a good thing. Let's see how this plays out. I don't know if they're moving. If you listen to Triple H,
Yeah,
they're not.
no.
But if they do, I can't wait to hear some of these podcasts, man. I want to hear somebody try to explain how it's cool to spend $70 a month after they complained about $50 every 3.
Yeah.
That's almost that almost makes it worth me spending $70 on a pay-per-view to watch those people squirm. Like, come on, let's hear it. I'm waiting. Give it to me. $70, one pay-per-view.
Dance, puppets! Dance!
So the sale actually came out after last weekend. So let's talk about WrestleMania.
Okay,
I
just saw that pop up where he said Endeavor allows Dana to run UFC the way it was before they bought it. So WWE will probably be the same thing, in my opinion. That makes complete sense too.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead, Brucey. My bad.
So let's talk about WrestleMania. So let's just
Let's.
say that it's a tale of two stories, because
Absolutely.
night one, I enjoyed. Here's the thing. I'm going to be straight up. I watched the matches I wanted to watch. I didn't watch it live. I watched what I wanted to watch, so I'd have to sit through the other stuff. So
Makes sense to do it that way.
it's the only way. It's the only
Yeah,
way.
you're not dumb like me to sit through 2 live watch-alongs after doing 2 straight nights of live podcasting. I was an Iron Man Psycho WrestleMania weekend, man, every fucking day. Even Devin saying nobody's trying to pay $70. Relax, dog. And if they is 3 letters, VPN. My
Some
man.
people were pretty fucking stupid.
My man.
So I'm putting this out there because I feel that this is the God honest truth, and I really feel that Seth Rollins is becoming the next Mr. WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, he's had great WrestleMania matches.
Absolutely.
I think he's the new Mr. WrestleMania now that
It's either
Shawn Michaels is retired.
It's either he or Omos, who's been at 3 straight WrestleManias, and I'm going with Seth
Shut up
Rollins.
about Omos. Do not bring up that man's name. Fuck that guy.
Oh my god.
Oh, Grandma's my homegirl. We said it at the same time.
I wasn't even gonna bring that match
Motherfucking
up
Omos.
tonight.
I'm not. I was just saying it's either him or
You
No,
him.
we're not discussing
did.
it. Moving on.
No, when
Moving
we're talking about Mr. WrestleMania, that's a different topic. That's a different one. That's not a match. That's just a different topic. Moving ahead.
So Seth Rollins carried a trash bag through a match at WrestleMania, and god damn it, did Seth
Douchebag.
Rollins put on a fucking show.
Yeah, he did.
Carried a trash bag.
Technically, it was a douchebag, but I'm with you.
Douche, trash, interchangeable with this
Yeah.
fucking mook.
He had a 5-star match with a douchebag.
I just want to say
He topped Kenny Omega in the blow-up doll.
oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
But I have some horrible news for you guys. I know it's bad for me. It makes me not want to watch even more.
Okay, Wade.
Um,
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I do. The trash bag has re-signed with WWE.
Oh.
Aw.
Uh-huh.
I thought his contract was up. I thought that's what
It
it was.
was.
It
He
was,
just
and he came
re-signed.
back. In a
Okay,
word.
okay.
I did not know that until he said it, and now it's... God damn it. Fucking Logan. Fucking Paul.
Fuck!
Welcome to AEW. Back to the show.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought Rollins put on a great show.
He did.
I don't know how you guys
Yeah.
feel about it.
No, it was definitely an amazing match. I really loved when what's his name? Logan Paul's buddy turned out to be the mascot, and you could see that he
Oh,
was
his
like
business
you knew it
partner,
was in
yeah.
preparation, but I like to pretend that he was just trying to be sneaky about it and it pulled him in at the last second. It was fucking hysterical.
And he got frog splash through the table. That was fucking amazing. But yeah, that Seth put on an absolute amazing show. I had said going into the weekend that, Logan kind of woke something up in him that hasn't been there since Kevin Owens beat him twice at WrestleMania in the same night. And it totally showed through in that match. Like he was just absolutely heartless towards this man. Like he refused to lose. Like he was not going to stop till he slayed this douchebag and left a pile of vinegar all over the mat. And that's exactly how the shit went down. And I loved every fucking second of it. But and you know what, Bruce? I will give you the whole thing you said about both nights of WrestleMania. JD, who was in the chat, and of course, WrestleBread, Bloodline sister, the whole nine, said it best. Seems like every year at WrestleMania, night one is like, holy shit. Night two is like, what the fuck?
It's because they don't need 2 nights.
Even go back to a couple of years ago after I had that hernia surgery. We did the live watch along with Clark Street and Suplex. And the first night, we were all losing our fucking minds. Like, it was an amazing night. Then we got to night 2, and it started out with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton and that weird finish. And it just got worse from there. And by the end of the night, all of us are sitting there like, the fuck did I just watch? After an amazing night one, and it's been that way year after year after year. I think they need to bring somebody in from New Japan to teach them how to book a 2-night event.
If New Japan never would have made Wrestle Kingdom 2 nights, we wouldn't be going through this bullshit.
Yeah, but at least New Japan knows how to do it, man. They give you a great night 1, and then they give you an even better night 2. Or WrestleMania, like I said, night 1, holy shit. Night 2, what the fuck?
So,
yes, that's his name. Thank you, Bakley. I couldn't remember. I barely give a shit about Logan Paul,
I don't care.
let alone his goddamn business partner, but I appreciate you, Oos.
I don't give a shit.
What?
That other Mook. Mook 1 and Mook 2. No one gives a shit.
That other motherfucker is all I know him as.
Exactly. That fucking idiot.
Wendy,
Bruce.
your nephew, Dominic Guerrero, put on one hell of a show.
He did. I'll give him that. I'll give my boy that.
But it was in a loss, though.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so at first I wasn't fully into this match. I was like, yeah, this will be, this will be whatever. And then those intros hit. I was like, fuck, okay. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but I really got into it with those intros. And I didn't even, I'm not even a fan of clickety clack plastic knees. I think he's, like you should just let someone else take the torch. But I actually got excited with his intro. And I was like, yes, the Eddie tribute and everything. All of it. And when can we point out when Dominic came out and he had the mask, the callback to his dad, one of his first masks. I was like, or I'm sorry, not his dad, his fake dad's masks. I was like, sir, insult to injury much?
His surrogate dad, yes. Yeah, no, that was beautiful. I fucking love that.
But it was surprisingly a really good match. I got really into it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just because it was WrestleMania and I was swept up in the emotion of it all, but I definitely enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. I surprisingly enjoyed it.
Right. And that match had a personality in it who's not technically a wrestler, who I actually enjoy. We had a little Bad Bunny cameo, and we're probably gonna get him in Puerto Rico because he's from there.
Hey.
So I'm all for that. It's not like I'm just like every like outside entity should stay away from my sacred WWE, like I'm some weird remixed version of Imperium or some shit. No, I'm just not with Logan Paul. Bad Bunny, on the other hand, that motherfucker can go, and I like him, so he can get involved as much as he wants. For all
I love Benito. Although I won't lie. Monday, when Damian Priest put him through the table, I was like, that's what you get. That's what you get for fucking around with Kendall Jenner. Bitch.
Yeah.
Moving on.
That's a receipt right there in ECW terms. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you there, Bad Bunny. But that's the thing. Like, I'm not all like, oh, we got to keep these outside personalities and celebrities away from WWE. No, if you go back and you watch our shows, I dig Bad Bunny. I definitely love me some Pom Blanco. So there's a lot of guys that aren't actually or didn't start as wrestlers or aren't actually wrestlers who get in a wrestling ring, and I'm all for it. Logan Paul is not one of them dudes. I don't care how good he is. I'm just like, no, don't want to see it. Don't care.
Yep.
So, guess whose contract is almost up and they're not re-signing?
Ooh, who? That was a good one, Grandma.
Vicky Guerrero is not re-signing with AEW when her contract is up. Now,
I thought you were gonna bring up someone else.
Are you thinking maybe she'll come along and end up being like Dominic's mom in this story?
Yes.
Oh, I love you. That's what I was thinking too.
Yes.
Because you remember I was talking about him coming out in Lowrider and having like mommy next to him and like Vicky in the
Yes.
back, like just bouncing and shit.
Yes.
And then of course we could get Vicky because she was under contract. So if we get Vicky Guerrero saying that Eddie was his father and she is now his mother and Rhea is his mommy, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. Yes, exactly. I would be sitting there like, excuse me.
So
Thank you, Brian.
We have to, because in my opinion, there was, I don't know, night 2, I think there was one, maybe 2 matches I actually enjoyed.
Okay.
That I watched. But night 1, there was one, like, I don't know. When I watch WWE, like, I see actual wrestling matches, but then I see matches where you can be like, okay, there's the sports entertainment part of the match and of the show. But Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair tore the fucking roof off that building in a professional wrestling match. That was the only wrestling match of night 1.
They really
That
did.
was not sports entertainment. That was a fucking wrestling match, and it was pure fucking genius. Wendy, you said it best yourself. We hate Charlotte Flair because she's crammed down our fucking throats.
Absolutely.
And you're absolutely right.
Oh, it's fact.
God damn it, can that woman wrestle?
Put on a show though. Every fucking night puts on a show. And that match, oh my God. That might have been my favorite match of both nights. Like, don't get me wrong, love the tag team title match. There's a lot of stuff that I loved in night 1. There's even a couple on night 2 that I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. That was great. Like, I'm digging that. But Rhea and Charlotte, I think they stole the whole fucking weekend.
Yes. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Wendy.
Bruce.
Preach about this match.
Talk to us, homegirl.
What else is there to say? What else is there to say? It is an amazing matchup. It was such a chapter closer for Rhea Ripley in the sense that she finally got that win. Finally, after how many matches with Charlotte, finally did it. And then it was the start of a whole new thing for her. And for Charlotte, she didn't come out looking bad or weak or like a fucking loser, because they both put on a good match and they both left everything in that ring. It was honestly one of the best matches of the weekend, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Contender for match of the year.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. The thing, I actually watched this match twice because that's how much I enjoyed it. And yes, see, I can enjoy WWE wrestling.
I know. Only certain people call you a hater, man. I know better than that.
The one thing that I really appreciated throughout this match is how Charlotte Flair continuously through the entire match made Rhea Ripley look over the top fucking strong. Middle of the match with both of them dead ass and Rhea Ripley's
it was
friggin'
surprising. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt. No. Go ahead.
You pulled a me.
German suplexing Charlotte, and she's doing friggin' flips over her head. You know,
punished herself. Don't go.
But yeah, it was amazing to see Charlotte make her look stronger than, not even stronger than she is, because she's a very strong lady. But yeah, it was just cool to see Charlotte putting her over like that during the match. Wendy.
Usually, maybe it's just me, but usually it seems like they make Rhea tone down the strength when going up
Yes.
against Charlotte. But this one, it was just kind of like, all right, both of you, get to it. Like, just bulls in the ring. Let's do this kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No. Charlotte made her look strong and just everything. The brutality, no pun intended. I know with Rhea.
Pun intended.
The
Fuck it.
the technical wrestling, the in ring psychology, and then even after the fact when Rhea won and she's in the ring holding the title and all the pyro, they cut to Charlotte like sitting against the apron, just kind of like. She's like got a half smile, like tears in her eyes. And all that.
She's happy.
Like that's a moment. Like you could take a picture of that and just let that picture play out throughout time. Like in the then now forever thing that they do leading into their television, you could put that in there. It's that fucking iconic. Like Rhea standing on top of the ropes holding the belt, and Charlotte sitting there with like the tears and a half smile.
She gave Rhea Ripley her WrestleMania moment that she'll never forget.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Absolutely.
This is everything that not only WWE can be, this is everything that women's wrestling can be given the opportunity.
Yes.
I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's WWE, AEW, Impact, wherever. This is how good it can actually be. This is an example.
Absolutely.
And I will forever be saying that from Saturday on.
I agree.
It was that good. It was that damn good.
So after that, we got what was that? What match was after that? It was a tag titles. It was a tag title. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it does
They were
matter.
second to last. And then the tag titles ended up in the main event.
Yes.
That's right. So we have new undisputed WWE Universal Tag Team Champions.
Yes.
The man formerly known as El Generico.
Right.
Yes.
Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
And the man formerly known as Kevin Owens.
Kill.
Kill.
And former PWG tag team champions in LA. If I can
Oh my
put
God,
that
the
in.
devil.
The devil. I forbid you to use that cat on the screen. That cat is the devil.
He's also known as Walter.
Not Gunther.
Walter.
Although that match slapped too, like literally.
Yes, it did. You know what, Dom? I'm gonna let you take this one to start. I'm gonna let you start this one.
Oh my God! Like I said, to see them, have their first big break in LA and PWG in the States, and then to come full circle in a main event in Los Angeles, in Hollywood at WrestleMania, and pull off tag team titles. I mean, from the longest reigning champions of all time. I don't think there's maybe solo, but as far as them together, that's got to be the highlight of their career. There's no bigger moment. Like I was literally on a live stream. Like I have footage.
Ole, 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 ole. Hey, cheers, babes.
I was fucking pumped. I was psyched. That shit. Oh my God. That had some great psychology too. It was back and forth, and you thought like, oh man, Usos are gonna pull this out, and then all of a sudden, tide turns. And you just get that last Halula kick from Sammy, and you're like, oh, this is gonna happen. And when it happens, you're out of your seat. You're off the charts. You're doing Flanders moments. My wife and I high-fived in the middle at the end of the match. Just fuck yeah! It was so good to see. Like night one, if it weren't for Rhea and Charlotte, night one would have been WrestleZania and KO Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard to follow up that match, but they did a damn good job. And it's bittersweet for the Usos, but eventually, and I've said this before, eventually every historic title reign comes to an end. Maybe not when you want it to, but it does. Even Bruno Sammartino had to give it up after 9 years. So you just gotta wait it out. And it felt like the right time for the Usos. It also feels
absolutely.
like going to Raw and everything. It also feels like there's a little tension between the Usos, as in Jimmy and Jay, and then the other side of the Bloodline. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that. I don't know if anything happened on SmackDown. I know they showed up and Paul Heyman basically told them, get on the jet and go home. Like Tribal Chief doesn't want to see you. Get on the jet and go home.
They lost their titles. That means they're gonna win them back soon.
I don't know. I think if anything, we're gonna see the Usos expelled. Well, Jimmy and Jay, because I guess technically Solo is an Uso as well. But I think we're gonna see Jimmy and Jay booted from the Bloodline any day now. I think Roman's cool with Solo for obvious reasons, motherfucker.
No,
but,
we're gonna get the rematch. We're gonna get the rematch at WrestleMania Backlash.
Well, that's the thing. At Backlash, now it looks like we're gonna get something completely different. I'm guessing because Tribal Chief doesn't want to fly to Puerto Rico. But I digress on that one. Maybe we'll get a rematch of the Usos and Sami and Kevin. But I'm happy for him, considering like I already knew it, but they even said it on television. Like LA was their first big break, and to be able to come back and do this would be something they remember forever. Well, now you get to fucking remember it forever, guys, and you fucking deserve it, and more.
Wendy,
Bruce,
tell me how proud you are of your Tribal Chief.
You didn't just say that.
I'm just talking about Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn's my Tribal
Sammy.
Chief, man. He is my one. To say that I am proud is a complete understatement.
Hi, Morgan.
I love you.
Love you.
Morgan said hi.
I heard. That's why I said hi, Morgan. Love you. Miss you, meathead.
To say that I'm proud is a complete understatement. It was very, very exciting to see them win. Another one of those matches with too many close calls and like the heart right here in the throat ready to just explode. I was so happy to see them win, though. Much deserved.
Right.
Sammy's gone through so much shit these last couple months, trying to prove himself and then having to go through the trauma that is putting up with Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
that's got to be some trauma, man. But
it's hard enough putting up with Devin some days,
Ayo.
I can't even imagine Roman. But no, let me get back in on this for 1 sec, because her saying that reminded me that it's so cool to see not only Kevin and Sammy, but then also to see the Lucha Bros end up winning the ROH tag titles and having the Briscoes on the side plates of the new belt. Like, it was an emotional fucking weekend between them first and then them. I'm like, come on, guys. This damn pollen. Son of a bitch. Where's my Allegra? Like, it was an emotional ass weekend. Some good, some bad, but it was an emotional ass roller coaster. Yeah. Or should I say roller coaster for poor Cody?
Oof. Poor Cody. Poor Cody.
Fuck.
All right. So the shit show that was night 2.
For the most part, yeah.
There's really only 3 matches that really need to be talked about, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the triple threat match.
Oh yeah.
The women's match. And the match that made Dom look like a fool. The title match.
Did it really though?
Cody, because you said hands down Cody was winning, like you were,
and he was.
Set. You were dead set that
I was dead set
win.
that he was gonna win,
and he was. Like an ass. See, that's the thing though, is he was. He had Roman right where he wanted him, and yet again, here comes a spike out of nowhere, and he's done. I'm even more real. Sammy Guevara said on Dynamite to MJF what Cody should have said to Roman on Monday. Sammy said flat out, MJF, you said you beat me. You didn't beat me, bitch. Sean Spears in the chair beat me. Cody should have said something along the same damn lines. Could Sammy have texted him that shit or something? I don't know what the fuck happened, but he should have just walked out on Monday and said, fuck that rematch. You know I had you. That motherfucker saved you. You didn't beat me. I want it again, and this time I'll fucking take it. But he didn't. Instead, it's just, I want a rematch, and here comes Brock.
You know,
Did I really look that silly, though?
Roman Reigns has really taken to heart the lie, the fucking words from Eddie's song, "Lie, cheat, and steal." Like he's really taken it to heart. Like that's how he's maintained that title.
Lie, cheat, beg, borrow, grab new associates, do whatever you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
All that, and then take the credit for yourself.
Well, shit, we might as well just keep going and finish talking about this match. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
Do it.
No, we're on it.
You had said it made me look foolish, and I got to be real. Cody did not make me look foolish whatsoever. He took every fucking thing that man had, and he was ready to put him away. And then same shit, different day. Too many numbers for the Bloodline, not enough backup. Somebody helps from Roman got help in that match on 7 different occasions. It was a 25-minute match. It was like every 3-4 minutes somebody popped out. Here's something that you won't say good for him on, because in the moment, Devin compared what the tribal chief does to what MJF is doing, where he runs him through a ringer and he does this and he does that. Do you see MJF really doing the same thing anymore, especially with a world title?
Well, I actually see Roman putting his challengers through the ringer too, whether it be the Usos or it be Solo.
There he is. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
It's the same. It's the same thing.
But the thing about it is,
it's the same. No, it's the same thing, just done a different way.
It's the same thing. It is. Hold on. To me, it's the same thing to a point. But when the match comes, where's MJF's backup? Who's he got? Does he run with the Pinnacle anymore? Does he have Wardlow anymore? Does he? When in that 65-minute match with the Dragon, how many people helped him?
0.
Exactly.
Because he's a fucking wrestling god.
Systematic cheating. Yes, Brian. Yes.
There's
the difference.
He's just like, love me, hate me, I don't give a shit.
Because Roman threw Solo at Cody before the match, and did all this other stuff to get him
before, during, and after. Are you shitting me?
But then in the match, he needed help like half a dozen times in half an hour. MJF went 65 minutes one-on-one with somebody by his damn self.
Yep.
There's the difference. MJF might pull some heel shit leading through the process, but when it comes to the match, I'm going to take care of you myself.
That man is the man. He's the true champion. He has his own day for real. Not something Devin Stevens made up. Not something Devin made up.
I wouldn't. I said, there's the difference. Where's the lie?
Like, yes, MJF has a real day that it is documented, and it is in Long Island. Has his own day and key to the city, and it's not fucking made up. Boom. He's better.
There it is.
MJF is better.
April 5th is MJF Day.
That is correct. And it's a real day.
It is.
It's over. The talk's over. There's no more discussion.
The debate's coming, right? No.
There isn't one. MJF has his own day. It's done.
We're going to be debuting the debate center, and this is going to be on it. He doesn't know yet, but we're going to get his ass on.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Compelling television. Subscribe to the Bloodline Network now. That shit is coming. Just like Clark Street. After us, that shit is coming.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be a rebuttal on that bitch.
Oh, of course.
I'm sure.
There has to be one.
I'm sure, and we welcome that. Like I said, if people need to know how to get along with somebody that's complete opposite, because UFC talks a lot of shit about WWE. Look at us in Clark Street. We follow them, and we get along. We love one another. Just follow our example.
Just don't do what they do. Watch WWE all the time.
Yeah. Watch a variety of things like we do.
Watch a variety of 4 AEW shows a week.
I know, right?
And then acknowledge MJF as your true and proper classy
And by
head
the
of
way,
the table.
and go back to that
Just
point
saying.
where I brought up how the rankings haven't been updated and showed proof of it from August, and then we got cut the fuck off. Like, that's some bullshit, Tony. I'm still mad at that.
So much not happy.
Like, Clark Street must have better people behind the scenes. I don't know. My monkeys in the truck couldn't stop Tony from cutting us off.
Huh? What? What'd you say?
You okay with that, Bruce?
Yeah,
Bruce, if
I'm
there's,
good.
like,
I'm just
monkeys?
wondering where that came from. Yeah, like monkeys. What?
Like, seriously, Clark Street, like, Devin, when he talks about AEW, never gets cut off. I bring up one thing that's an actual fact about the rankings, and we go right off screen.
Oh, well, you know.
They must got
shit
better
happens.
people behind the scenes. I gotta talk to Devin about that shit.
All right, Wendy.
Bruce,
Rent-free tribal chief take. No, that's not all good. That's
Wendy,
not
I want to hear everything you have to say about the 3 giant men that had the triple threat for the Intercontinental title. That
Oh, please.
yeah. Let's hear about it.
that was a hell of a match to watch, man. Because those 3 just beat the stuffing out of each other, man. Like, what the hell? It was fuck, dude. Just watching it, I was like, God Almighty, like I hurt. I fucking hurt.
Right?
Right. Oh my god.
Like,
I mean, we
every
knew it was
part.
gonna be Chop City.
The
It really
Chop
was,
City-
man.
That
Chop City,
match
Chop-
that
Chop-
match
Chop
should be
City, bitch.
that match should be lovingly nicknamed the ground beef buffet, because that's what each one of those men
Because that's
turned
what
each
it
other's
was.
chests into.
That's what it
Mhm.
motherfucking was,
With
man.
those fucking chop. Oh my god! By
That shit
the
was
end of
wild
it,
and
like,
painful to watch.
But
But it was
it
so
was fun
good.
though.
So good though.
It was fun though.
So good. So good.
Do you guys agree
ate
that
that
the
shit
Chop is becoming the next super kick yet, or what?
No,
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I got Jeremy
Yeah.
Prophet on my side.
Yes.
Remember? No. If a wrestler
Yeah,
says
no,
no,
it's
the
happening.
answer is no.
It is.
It's happening.
It is.
It's a fucking
happening.
wrestling move. The end.
It's getting a little ridiculous.
Is that the same
but
thing
yeah.
with the super kick?
Yes. I don't give a shit how many super kicks, chops, whatever you throw, as long as it makes sense in a match. Okay, Devin's saying no as well. So it's not. So it's me, him, and Jeremy against y'all two.
That's okay.
More sneaky. Okay, so maybe the bloodline's not so bad. I don't know. We shall see. Time will tell.
Damn, Dom. Thoughts on the Intercontinental title match?
Oh my god, brutal. Just brutal. I loved every second of it. Like, it was painful to watch, but god, was it fun. And I'm glad that Gunther won, because that man deserves that title after everything he's done for it. Everything he's done for it. Name the last WrestleMania there was an Intercontinental title match. Exactly. Gunther
Curtis
has taken
Axel?
that shit and brought it back to glory. And I love it. So let him keep the title for a while. Let him continue to build this up, and whoever takes it from him is going to be, elevated because of that. And maybe
I think I can safely say Gunther has been one of my favorite modern IC champs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And here's the thing about it: going back and watching like Theory versus Cena and this triple threat, could you? I don't know about you guys, but I could see either one of those champions winning the Royal Rumble next year and challenging for a world title, whether it be Theory or Gunther. That's how good they pulled off both of those matches. I mean, Gunther especially, but like Theory had a damn good match with Cena too, and it made you think like these mid-card titles mean something again.
I don't know. I don't think.
I don't know if I would call that match a wrestling match so much as a what's the word I'm looking for?
A hot
like
pile
a
of garbage.
display.
A hot pile of
Yeah.
garbage.
I guess
Austin, I mean,
it was
Theory and Cena.
it was sports entertainment. It wasn't a wrestling match.
That was the only match I had high expectations for WrestleMania, and God damn
Because
it,
of
did
John
it?
Cena.
It really was.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be some sort of 20-minute fucking battle that I would see on AEW Dynamite, but then I remembered, duh, I'm watching WWE, so I'm not gonna get the kind of match I wanted to see.
I told
No.
you John Cena was starting to lose a step, and y'all doubted me. But he still put on a damn good show.
I don't think it was all on Cena though. Honestly, I think it was just the matchup as a whole. It just
Thank you, Devin. Now we're here. It's all the same thing. But that's between Theory getting the big win and then Gunther getting a huge win against two guys, one who is damn near a Grand Slam champion, another one who's two-time WWE champion. Only brings them up another level to the point where next year at the Rumble, if one of them wins it, you're like, yeah, I saw that coming.
Okay.
That was the only point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
To get those kind of wins and those kind of matches on the grandest stage of them all can skyrocket them to the point where if they're challenging for a world title next year, you're like, yeah, I saw that. Like I watched Mania. I saw it coming.
All right, so the last match I want to talk about tonight is probably the second best match. Actually, well, no, we got the fucking Hell in a Cell as well. So, all right, Dom, kick off the Hell in a Cell. Let's talk about that. This is the one match I didn't get to see that I wanted to see. I did not get to see this one.
I'm going to tell you, it was good, but you may end up slightly disappointed because, like, for starters, we got rid of the colored cage, which is like, okay, cool. Right, no colored cage. And then we added color-coded weapons. We had red chairs for Edge, and we had purple chairs for Finn Balor. We had red kendo sticks for Edge. We had purple kendo sticks for Finn Balor. There was a point where Finn Balor pulls a table from under the ring, and I swear to you, there is a spray-painted purple table, badly spray-painted purple table, waiting for him that he ends up going through. And I actually checked his back afterwards, and there was no paint because the shit looked wet. Like they had just done it before the match and stuffed it under the ring. We went from no color on the we went from colored cage to colored fucking weapons. Why? And there was a point where they stopped the match because Finn got busted open, and we thought, really? Like you're gonna stop for blood? But Finn had a rat.
Oh, that bitch was nasty.
Yeah, like I had something back here like that, and it took 8 staples to close it. So I can kind of, in the moment, I was like, really? For blood? We're going to stop for blood in the middle of a WrestleMania Hell in a Cell? I get it now. Watching it back and then seeing the photos of Finn Balor after the match with a big chunk of his head split wide open, I was like, okay, now I get why they stopped it. So I'm cool with that part, but I cannot get over the color-coded weapons. And even when Finn went to do like the coup de grace from the cage, they gave him a little perch to do it from on the side of the cage.
Was it purple?
Thankfully, no. Or else it would have stuck out like a sore thumb. So you didn't see it until he actually got up on it because he went to the top rope and then he started climbing the cell. And you're like, wait, where the fuck are you going? Because like you can't just jump from there. And he moved over, and there was a tiny little perch sticking out of the side of the cell that he could stand on to try to do the coup de grace. And Edge, the best part, Edge moves, and Finn double foot stomps through a table and just runs right through it like it never even happened. That man has bionic ankles.
and knees, man. Because
Look at Shane McMahon blew a freaking quad out doing a leapfrog. Finn Balor could blow through a table 2 feet and just run it off like nothing happened while he's got a huge gash.
Yeah,
that man has bionic fucking ankles, y'all. And don't forget, it was brought to not only that, it was also brought to you by the Pope's Exorcist. I don't know what purple and red and everything had to do with that. but it was. They had so many sponsored matches on that
Yeah.
card. Like I loved Ray and Dom, but forgive
Cinnamon
me,
Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
not cinnamon toast, Cinemoji Toast Crunch. Now they got faces. Now they got actual emojis on Cinemoji, and they're all over the ring. And you got the fucking mascot running around while Dom and Ray are beating the shit out of each other. I'm like, this does not. You could put this in the women's showcase or something because nobody's paying attention to that. But this doesn't work. And then they brought up the Popes. They must have made a fortune on just selling that at those ad spots. Like,
Oh,
yeah, we'll put your shit
absolutely.
around the ring. We'll put a mascot out there. Fuck it. Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cut the check. Cinemoji is in the building.
All right, Wendy,
Bruce.
I'm going to go to you with the last match of WrestleMania
Sure.
that I wanted to hear about and talk about, and that is Bianca Belair versus Asuka.
Wow. That was
I
not the
enjoyed the
response I
match.
thought.
No. Well, okay, it makes me laugh because I've heard some people that are like, "Oh, I'm over Bianca," blah, whatever. Okay, I don't give a shit. I enjoyed the match. I thought it was fantastic. I had hoped for Asuka to win, but I'm kind of glad that Bianca still retained it because there is a possibility we'll get that real nasty heel turn from Asuka. Hoping for it. You know, the kind that like you can't even cheer for. You're just like, fuck, like that's just no.
Like
no
you were
way.
on new
Like,
levels,
that's how you heel
girl.
turn.
I can't support this.
Yeah,
I'm
like
enjoying
a
it,
new
but I
level
can't
of low,
support it.
man. Like a new level of low. I want that. I want her to get like real, like dirt nasty heel kind of thing. And it seems like that's the route she's going to go with. So I'm glad that happened there. But we knew Bianca was not going to lose with that
wanted her
intro.
to.
When she has those big intros like that, no way she's losing.
Oh, that little girl, that contortionist that came out with her, like it
Oh,
lost
my
her
heart.
mom, and Bianca was like dancing her down to the ring and everything. At that point, I picked Asuka, and I thought, all right, I think Bianca needs to win here, like for this little girl alone. I mean, I said the same thing in the main event when I saw -1 chilling with Cody's family. I was like, oh, he's got to do it now. He's got to do it for Brody. But clearly that didn't work out. But when they told the story about this little girl that Bianca was taking to the ring, I was like, oh man, she's got to win.
Even Triple H got emotional as he was telling the story, and he was
He
trying
really
not
did
to
in the
show it
press
by like
conference. Oh
moving
my
the
God.
papers around and trying to look like
He was
"Not
like
gonna
choking
cry,
under the
not
soda.
gonna cry."
So this damn pollen, man.
Right?
Oh,
Seriously.
TK's in the building.
TK.
Hey, TK.
The banger of podcasting, boys and girls.
Well, Timmy, you showed up at the worst possible time there, buddy. Because that's all we got for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much.
Time to shut
We
this
just wrapped
shit
it up,
down.
brother.
We're wrapping
gotta-
this bitch up.
We got to wrap up because Clark Street's coming on after us right
Exactly.
here, and we got to be off before they get on.
So there's two places on Facebook that you can find us. You can find us in our group that is Top Rope Wrestling Talk. That's where we talk shit. We have forums, we have threads, we have music leagues, and we have a fuck ton of fun. The other place you can find us on Facebook, right? We do have a Facebook that is the Bloodline Entertainment Network. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, you can
so
find
much
us on
better
the
this week.
Bloodline.
So much better.
Yes, so much better on the Bloodline Entertainment Network on Facebook. That's where you can find all our stuff, all the other stuff that Dom is going to tell you about that comes with the Bloodline Entertainment Network, because it's not just Top Rope Wrestling Talk. We are a fucking family over in this house.
Hence the blood.
And then you can also find us on Twitter at Top Rope WT. You can go on there, find us on there. We'll talk shit. We post some stuff here and there. All the Bloodline families there.
Absolutely.
Then you can also find us on Instagram. It's on the bottom, but follow with me at the world's greatest Instagram handle ever. That is at top _rope _wrestling _ talk. You will never find a cooler quicker,
Worst.
easier
Worcester.
name for an Instagram handle ever. Ever. Wendy.
Bruce.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Bruce.
Oh goddamn.
Tell them where you can find our old
Okay.
stuff.
You can find all of our old stuff on anchor.fm/TRWT. From there, you can listen to us wherever podcasts are freely distributed. So Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcast, etc., etc., etc. You can also find us on the Instagram at TRWT, a Foxton Joan. Am I right?
Yep.
YouTube, but yes.
It's on the screen.
And I'll put it on the
Yes,
screen.
the YouTubes. Oh, excuse me. That's where you
Yeah.
can find all of our old videos as well.
Nice.
And you can find some of our new side stuff, like the Meatheads. Is the Meatheads moving to Bloodline as well?
We got to talk about that actually. It may stay at
Okay.
TRWT. It may come to the Bloodline. We
Pending.
haven't even been able to have time to record it, so
Mhm.
there's that.
Well,
So
that's
there's some
pending,
ducks
that's
we got to
pending.
get in a row, but it'll be back.
Yeah. Hey Dom,
Yes, Grandma.
where can they find our new home, Bloodline Entertainment Network?
Oh,
I forgot a word.
that starts out pretty easy. First of all, you can find us everywhere on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, even Twitch at the Bloodline ENT. Come follow us, come subscribe to us, come catch Top Rope, the Universal Wrestling Podcast, the Tim King Show, Clark Street, which is coming up after us, like I've said a million times, Circle of Debate, which is back tomorrow, the Out of Here Podcast with Nick. We've got WrestleBread with JD. We've got more coming. We got more coming. So definitely come follow us. We got a lot of shit coming. And beyond that, you can find our audio now at dashes at www.spreaker.com/show/the-bloodline-entertainment-network. You're going to see every episode from the Bloodline Entertainment there. You're also going to see a spot where you can go and pick your favorite platform and listen there. So check that out. And
you talk shit about the Instagram handle.
I know, right? And then somebody goes and does this to me. I can't win. I can't win.
We just love underscores and dashes here, man.
Last but not least, you can check out all the replays of our videos. You can check out some amazing articles that are exclusive to the Bloodline. You can check out, I believe we're bringing audio there soon, but there's so much in one sexy ass website, and that sexy ass website is bloodlinenetwork.com. Go to the bloodlinenetwork.com, check out all our exclusive articles from some very talented people, catch the replays of every member of the Bloodline Network there, get in contact with us, learn about us, catch all these links as well. They're also in the description of this episode. So if you're watching and you're wondering where's the Twitch or where's this or where's that, go down to the description. We got you, homie. Last but not least, we would love for you to come and cop some of this awesome fucking merch we have. And to do that, you have to go to trwtmerch.threadless.com. When you pull that up, you're going to see all of our logos. When you click those logos, you are going to get a variety of options to put them on. Everything from cell phone cases, masks, buttons, magnets, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, onesies, slip-on shoes, leggings, the list goes on and on and on. But to see it all, go to trwtmerch.threadless.com. Cop yours today. Get my ass to WrestleMania 40. Please. I need to go to Philly. I need to have a cheesesteak and a Yingling in my hand in the crowd at the link. Help me. Help me help you. I'll do some live stuff there. I'll do some vlogs. I'll do whatever you want. Just buy some merch and get me there. Please. Please. Make a psycho happy.
Well, with that being said, Wendy. Wendy.
Bruce.
Thank you.
Bruce.
Say it.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Dom.
Enjoy wrestling, y'all. If it's not your cup of tea, let somebody else drink it.
That's right. Deuces, bitches.
Bye.
Tipped at Mahomes, who tiptoes inside the 10.
about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.